This is Journal 2, Breaking the Silence, for my sister who died on April 15th. It's now May 10th. It's like a pattern at this point. Every 2 days, 3 days, I get a text. Wow. Not a phone call, a text. With shenanigans of family feuds and misunderstandings and, well, this is what's going on, and nope, that's not what's going on, this is what's going on, and I'm breaking the silence of my family because we're not allowed to talk about this. We're never supposed to talk about it, about any of our dead loved ones, my little sister, my son, my brother, and now my sister. If you do, you're kicked out. Kicked out, thrown out, shunned, talked about. It's never, ever the truth. It's always something that's just blown out of proportion. And that's why I'm making these videos, because I'm sick of it. Like, the only way to end this is to talk about it and never shut up. My sister never shut up. She was like, as long as I breathe, I'll be talking about it. My sister was picking up cigarette butts off the ground. She became something I didn't even understand. Like, I didn't even know what was going on until like a year ago. We sent her cigarettes. My friend sent her like 20 boxes of food a month, and I'd never seen my sister so degraded and so humiliated and embarrassed in my life. And come to find out, my 52-year-old sister is being slapped by my mother while she was ill. So I guess they did win, didn't they? I smoked like 2 packs of cigarettes a day. There's something right to do, you know? There's like something that needs to happen, but I don't know what it is. Like, I guess these Texas saying there's a barbecue, there's a party, and all I'm thinking about is, like, where's my sister? Is she cremated now? Is she laying in the morgue without a blanket or makeup or her hair done or socks or anything? I mean, just, you may not want to do it, but, you know, it, like, seems like the right thing to me. Like, all these days that she's been laying there, it's like, all I could think of was, like, going to her and just kissing her and telling her, I mean, I know it's not her, it's a body, but you got to live with yourself. You got to look in the mirror. How do you look in the mirror? You know, that to me is the right thing. I didn't do it with my little sister, I didn't do it with my son, and I definitely didn't do it to my brother who blew his head off. But we were willing to do anything, like, at that point. Well, I mean, we got a text saying she was dead, so what does that tell you? The communications are at all-time low. My parents are now paying for the cremation, which means they control what goes on. This has been going on for 48 years, as long as I was alive. And if people don't want me to talk about it, they don't have to listen. But I'm going to keep talking about it until I find peace, you know? I can't even start talking about the child abuse because it's just disgusting. Sick of it. To me, it killed her because for her to tell all those secrets to me was mind-boggling. And she was my 52-year-old sister, 53. And she knew more about our family than anyone. And she begged me for forgiveness, and she didn't need it. I mean, I knew she had seen it. It's just that in my family, if you talk about stuff, you get punished. And I don't think I think she was kind of scared of them, you know, my mom and dad. I was the fighter, you know, I was the one that was like, whatever, you know, bring it. And, you know, I've been made to be a monster and all that. It's just disgusting. I mean, I'm just sick of it. And then my parents said they were coming to Phoenix, so we didn't go, so we're waiting. And they didn't even go to Phoenix. They didn't even see my sister. They didn't even help her children. They did nothing. Again. Or whenever they do something, it's like this disgusting lie. And then I found a website online with my mother selling like spiritual things, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Wow. She kicked me in the head when I was like 6, you know? There's just something wrong with that. My sister and I used to talk about it all the time on Facebook. Like, when is it going to end? There's a suburb going to my parents' house. And I decided that the only way to really deal with them, they can shun me. I don't really care. At this point, it's been so long. It's not about shunning. It's about not having a voice. Like, not being able to feel empowered. You know, forget, like, grieving groups and all that stuff. It's like it's a different kind of empowerment a person needs when that person has abused them emotionally, physically, sexually, whatever. And to know that my sister died after telling me all this is like killing me, you know? It's like festering inside of me because she doesn't, you know, she's sitting in a morgue or cremated at this point. I don't know. I'm sick of calling and trying to find out. That's why we paid for a phone, so they could call us. But do they call us? No. And we're not allowed to be angry. Nobody's allowed to be angry in my family. I just don't get that. Like, it's just a human emotion, you know. It's about sadness that's stuck inside you. And so you're not allowed to be angry. But my dad is, you know. He raged on us all our lives, including my sister with the belt buckle, you know. My mother, you know, I can't even tell you this. She refuses to see it. And I don't care. I'm going to go protest their house. Like, that's my legal right. And I'm going to tell them what I think. In a healthy, responsible society way. Like, when is protest, like, against the law? Like, that's my legal right. And I think before they die, they should have a child that says to them, what you did was wrong. Like, to find out that my sister was getting, like, slapped by my mother as an adult makes me sick to my stomach. I grow sicker every day, inside. Keep shampooing the carpets and scrubbing the floor. Trying to clean this up, you know, the inside. Like, it's never going to be clean, you know. It's never going to be clean enough. I mean, what do? Go to a support group? No. You raise hell, you know. You fight for that person. It doesn't matter if she died of natural causes. It doesn't matter if she died of a heart attack. It doesn't matter what she died from. She died picking up cigarettes off the sidewalk. She died with neighbors telling her stop begging. She died with no food. She died being ignored. That's exactly what happened to my sister. And I know it. I have evidence. Maybe I should start putting the messages on cards and make videos like that. Someone let her die just without a word? No way. I'm the fighter, and my sister's the truth teller. If her kids only knew. Well, maybe they'll know now. I don't know. They probably aren't even listening. They probably don't even care. You know? Who doesn't care about a person who is waiting for a Social Security check? Like, it was pathetic. It was so pathetic. She would call me in the middle of the night. My home phone saying she wanted to die. You know? I'm tired of it. I'm so sick of this. I sit in Denver, Colorado. You know, the first 3 days, if I'd have gone like I wanted to, I could have seen my sister and said goodbye. I hadn't seen her in 12 plus years. I needed to see her, dead or alive. I needed to see her. What did they think I was going to do? Like, rip off her arm and beat her with it? No, I was going to respect her. Her kids are just, who knows what's going on with that? I don't even know. My nephew's like, oh, I'm trying to heal the family. Heal the family how? You know, if you're not going to heal 50 some odd years of abuse and the lies and feuding and fighting and ignoring and that's not even adding the childhood part. It just still continues. It goes on and on and on. I'm so like fatigued inside and like feel numb and angry and bargaining, and I'm going through all of it. And I'm not going to shut up. I'm not till I'm an old woman, like till my last breath, like she said in her message. Just don't stop defending me till you're out of breath. I'll defend you till I'm out of breath. Wouldn't you do it? I mean, I feel like a strange person for wanting to do this. Why do I feel strange? It's a normal reaction to years and years of lies. It's disgusting. I can't take it. I gotta fight. And I'm becoming an old woman. I'm gonna be 50, and I'm still fighting. And now she's dead. Who's gonna stand up for her? Who's gonna say this is wrong? Or it's not just her death. It's the way she died. It's how she died. Her state of mind, her spirit, her soul, her heart. Nobody would listen to her. She'd get excited if I sent her cigarettes. Who gets excited over a cigarette? I'm sitting here smoking right now. Food. Who gets excited over food? She did. My parents were like, oh, we were just waiting for this phone call. We knew it was coming, you know. She overdosed. No, the police accounted for every single pill. She didn't overdose. Something happened. And she didn't get to say anything. She just said it to me for 6 months until I couldn't handle it. I just couldn't handle the truth anymore. It was too much. The pain. I don't care if her kids see this at this point. They didn't even let me do the right thing, you know? All because of anger or who's paying for the cremation. Who cares about that? It just makes me sick. Like, I feel like there's like this knot in my stomach. Like, if I don't keep making these journals and telling the truth, I don't know what's gonna happen to me. I feel like I'm gonna combust. I love her. I miss her. I was gonna call her 2 days before she died. I should have called, you know, but I thought I was being selfish. You know, I was always like that with her. I didn't tell her things because I didn't want to hurt her. Today is the angry day. Today is the frustrated day. It's not going to stop. I'm going to keep going until it's over. I love you, sis. I miss you. I want to find your voice.